Hello. Are we live yet? Yes, we are. Hello, everyone. I'm back. And today we have one of the sweetest girls I know, and it's actually pun very well intended. She's a noted pastry chef, and actually, she was the first person who started her macaron. That's how the French pronounce it. Macaroon store in India, and how wonderful that she's joined us already. Hey, Pooji! I
Hi,
can
how are
see
you?
you're already in the kitchen.
I'm ready. I'm ready to
You're
go.
ready, and my God, we're so excited to have you with us. And I can see my husband leaving the building because I'm terrible with these things. I'm such a techno spaz. But this is so wonderful that you agreed to come on board and have this fireside chat with me. And I know in this quarantine time, all of us have become wannabe puja dingras.
I'm afraid I don't know if I'm going to have a job after all of this is over. Everybody's baking.
Trust me, no one can do it as well as you do. Okay, you kill
Thank
it.
you.
So
Thank
I've been a patron of yours. I've been a fan of what you do,
you.
and
You were one of our first few customers 10
true
years
that,
ago.
true that. I
Yeah.
remember doing cupcakes for Diwali, and this was like
Yes.
years ago.
Yeah.
I think you brought red velvet into fashion in Mumbai, and it's a huge compliment, you know. So
Thank
tell our audiences who have joined us. We've got quite a few of them right now with us. How did you grow to like baking, and what is it that made you into the entrepreneur that you are today? And what made you decide that you were going to open your first store, La Patisserie, La 15, as
you.
people know it, in Mumbai?
Um, yeah, so I mean, I started baking at 6. I was in my aunt's house, and I used to be a kid who was like always like too energetic, used to get bored really fast, so she had to entertain me all the time. So she's like, Chal, I'll teach you how to make brownies. And I think that whole process of seeing eggs, butter, sugar, flour, like such normal ingredients transforming into something so magical and just bringing so much joy. I was hooked. So I started baking since then. All through my teen years, I used to bake every weekend, take goodies to school. So obviously, I was a very loved child in school because I was bringing dessert and chocolate. So I wasn't a topper, but I was the most loved. The teachers loved me as well, so it was great. And and then I went to law school for 2 weeks, and I thought that
So you're a lawyer. Can you believe that?
no, no, I'm
What a
not. I'm
shift.
not. I'm not.
Okay,
I
at least
thought I
half a
was
lawyer.
not like little pinch. I thought I wanted to go to law school. 2 weeks in, I was like, nee, this is not it. Like I can't
This is
do
not
this.
your love. This isn't your
No.
calling.
Yeah. And then I moved to hospitality school. And the first day in, so you had to go through all the different kitchens. And I still remember the hot kitchen, like it was not for me. I was just like, this is terrible. I hate the kitchen. And then I went into the pastry kitchen and I was like, this is it. This is my life. And then I went to Cordon Bleu. I studied pastry there, worked in a
Wow.
chocolate shop, which was incredible. 3 months. I did an internship in Paris. And then I came back and started Love 15. It's 10 years old now.
It's fantastic. And we still can't get over the stuff that you do. And I love it. So my Sunday binges most of the time come from your place. So yeah, today, you know, while we're all at home and we're in this unprecedented situation, and we're trying to make ourselves happy with baking, cooking, because I really think that it's an art that is very therapeutic.
Yeah.
But we're still, you know, while we're in the kitchen trying to do something for ourselves and keeping ourselves occupied, trying to, you know, teach a new art to our kids. But my son loves to bake, and he's
That's
perpetually in the kitchen. I literally have to yank him out of the kitchen. So gosh, I have another little mini dingra at my house. But no, I really want to know, you know, you need to give us some hacks in the kitchen, because
Yeah.
there's so many times that I've baked, and I've tried to use different flours, you know, trying to I try not to use refined flour, refined sugar. You know me.
Yeah,
So
I was just
when
gonna
my
say, I
son,
was gonna say like all the things that I've made at Love 15 that are like completely do this, like because you told me no, you can't use sugar, you can't use color, you can't use this, and so I'm always sitting and like, okay, what do I put in her cake? But so which is why I'm ready, I'm prepped for it. I've got years of
I
training.
know. And you've always done
I
such a
think that
swell job, Pooja. And it's wonderful that, it's just a matter of effort and it's not easy. I remember sending you packets of coconut sugar to bake my son's cake, and it did turn out a little hard, but I'm sure there are ways around. And when when you experiment with new stuff, you have to get the hang of it. And it's not going to be perfect the first time around. So obviously, you are someone with experience. Give us some advice on how to go around things when you're using using sugars that are sugar substitutes, for example.
correct. So I think the main thing for me that I've learned in this quarantine is to kind of make do with what is available at home. So not too many people have the access to like castor sugar, what we would normally use in baking, or use like brown sugar, which I normally like to substitute. But what I found in my home kitchen is jaggery. So good is just easily available in like all our pantries have it. So I took so I've been making jaggery powder and using that as a substitute. Obviously, jaggery has a specific taste and it has a little flavor that it adds. But if you add any sort of essence to your cake, so if you're using jaggery and if you add like a fruit essence or a vanilla essence, that kind of balances that strong jaggery flavor as well. I personally like it. So if you like it, like today the cake we're going to make has jaggery in it, and it's quite nice. It's like this caramel.
Tell us what you're going to make for us. So when I called Pooja, I said, like my son's birthday is on the 21st of May, and I have to bake for him because Love 15 is short, and he saw that cake that you do, the rainbow cake, and he has insisted that he just wants only that. So I'm going to literally try my hand at it, and I'm really scared. You obviously have to use gel colors, because I was going to use biryani orange color, and then someone told me, I was like, where am I going to get freaking gel colors from, dude?
So you can even get liquid food colors, fine. It's okay.
Yeah.
So you don't necessarily have to use gel, but if you do get liquid colors, you can use that as well. Preferably if you have gel colors.
Yes. So I want to let all the people out there who are listening to us and who want to bake cakes for their loved ones on their birthdays, since all the shops are shut, please don't use food color or biryani color in your cake, because it will go grey. Yeah, learn from the intelligent ones. Yeah, for the foolish ones. So tell us, what are you baking for us today, Pooja? How are you going to make it easy?
So the whole world is making banana bread. That's the trend. Like everyone is making banana bread. So I wanted to see how can I make banana bread with what's available easily in the pantry. So we're making suji and ghee and jaggery banana bread.
Woohoo! This is like a super food cake. Amazing.
So for me, basically, it was a little bit challenging because I've never really done. And we're going to cook it in a pressure cooker. So for me,
because not everyone has an oven at home.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So this was the challenging part. This was the part where I was like, okay, I don't.
And who gave you the challenge?
Thanks, Shilpa. I've made 3 cakes in this pressure cooker since yesterday, thanks to you. But it's amazing. Maybe I'll do a pressure cooker book now, thanks to you. So.
Well, Pooja has written some really amazing books on baking. So please, you must buy those as well. And she'll give us some great hacks through those. But right now, we're seeing her bake the famous. What have you coined it? What have you coined this this great bake dish? Can we call it a cake?
We could call it a cake.
So can we call it a?
It's a smooth cake.
So you make it with ghee, right?
Yeah.
So it's basically a su ghee jaggery cake.
Milk.
Oh wow!
So 1 cup suji, half cup milk.
Okay. And can we substitute the milk with almond milk if you're lactose intolerant?
Yes. Yes,
great.
You can. Great. That's the ghee, 1/4 cup.
Lovely.
This is the first time I'm doing this, Shilpa. I mean, not the first.
I love you, Pooji. I love you.
This is great. Now you can add jaggery powder, half cup, or you can use brown sugar.
Super.
Both work.
Fantastic. Tell me, Pooja, while you're doing this,
Yeah.
when you're using a sugar substitute that is a liquid base and not like a powder base,
Yeah.
unlike this, like if I want to use maple syrup or I want to use maybe agave or honey, what are the reasons you shouldn't use it, or if you do use it, how do you use it?
I mean, so the sugar actually adds a lot to your recipe than just sweetness. The structure, it adds structure, it builds moisture. So oftentimes when things don't have as much sugar, they are dry because sugar also adds a lot of moisture in a recipe.
Oh.
So the moisture level of your recipe has to be balanced completely.
What is that now? You just added in? That is curds.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
so we
yogurt.
have dahi. Yeah. Normal dahi, ghee, suji, brown sugar. You could do jaggery, and I am going to add the banana in there.
Oh, lovely. And so it's all 1:1 in terms of proportion?
No, so it's 1 cup suji, half cup dahi, half cup milk, quarter cup ghee, quarter cup sugar, and 1 banana.
Super. Thank you so much. And that's 1 banana. Super. Lovely.
And you can add some cinnamon if you want to kind of.
Yeah, that'll be lovely. Bananas and cinnamon go really well.
Yeah. There. Hi.
Yay. You just blitz it all.
That's all you do? Sorry. Can you hear that?
Yeah, yeah. You want to see your pretty face as well. How cool. See, that's so easy.
That's it. So now
Fabulous.
we made this. Okay, so it's a.
Okay, this is how it's supposed to look.
Yeah, it's supposed to look like that. Now what I do is, and I've realized this recently, that because it's suji, we gotta let it rest. So you need a half an hour resting time, which I've already prepped and done before. So
you've not added any rising agents like baking soda, baking powder. Oh, you will now. Okay.
So now once you keep it for half an hour covered, the suji kind of pops, and then you kind of just look at
खुल जाता है ना सूजी. हिंदी में भी हम बात करने की कोशिश करेंगे.
बिल्कुल. I want to introduce you to my mom.
Oh, where is she?
She's here. She's the original.
Namaste.
Namaste. The original baking hacks. She used to make cheesecake for us. She used to make cheesecake for us with paneer and dahi when we were little.
क्या बात कर रहे हो? And you can actually make cheesecake with paneer and dahi. Even I didn't know that. That's amazing.
Okay. Baking soda, baking powder. Or should we can even add Eno.
You can even add. अच्छा, branding मिल गई. So any fruit salt.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I've called Mama in to put the pressure cooker on.
All our secrets are coming out.
Our batter's ready. Super simple.
Super.
No? You can see
so how much did you put in of the fruit salt?
1 teaspoon.
1 teaspoon. Okay.
Yeah. And now we just put it in any mold, whatever you have at home. So I'm going to use a simple cake tin.
तो आपने फिर कुकर में सुपर. तो फिर आपने कुकर में पानी डाला होगा?
नहीं, पानी नहीं. कुछ
पानी बिना पानी के आप करेंगी. अच्छा.
Yeah, you can put salt if you want, but we've not put any. We just preheated it a little bit. Now we're going to put this tin in.
Amazing. So all those who are watching this, this is the Pooja Dhingra giving us the easiest way to make an amazing cake. You can have this for tea. You can actually do a really nice frosting on it and actually bake it for your loved ones on their birthdays, and they will love it. और इसमें क्या डाल रही हैं आप? Walnuts.
Walnuts.
Healthy भी हो गया ये तो.
You have to make everything healthy now.
Yeah, you know, I started doing really weird stuff. I started putting flaxseed powder also. And it's a great egg replacement.
Yes,
exactly.
Yeah.
So tell them about that.
So if you're baking and if you don't want to eat eggs, you can use different things based on the recipe as replacement. You can do bananas. आप दही use कर सकते हैं, दूध use कर सकते हैं. Apple sauce. You can make apple sauce and use that. Also flaxseed powder because of protein. So what we normally do is you take 1 tablespoon of flax seeds.
3 tablespoons of water.
Exactly. Wow, yeah, amazing.
I also heard that, you know, buttermilk also works really well.
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
almond, what I did once is almond milk with apple cider vinegar, and that
Yeah.
also works really well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So those are great replacements, but it depends on the recipe. So if you're making a
Yes.
meringue, then you can't replace that. But if you're making like a brownie or a cake like this, it's okay. You can replace it. So
Also, Pooja, nut butters is something that I've discovered, and
yeah.
it works brilliantly. So I made a chocolate tart, and it was flawless, and I made
Wow.
it with almond butter, and it was unbelievable. And it
What's
was
the best dessert you've ever had? Or what do you
the
crave?
best dessert. There are many. I mean, I have such a terrible sweet tooth, you know me. But I love pavlovas, and I kind of convince myself that it's eggs. I try and think that it doesn't have sugar. The meringues have eggs,
It's
and
protein.
I
It's
want
protein.
yeah, it's protein. And then I like it with like, custard on top, and I cut mangoes. Mangoes are in season now.
Yeah.
Do a
Yeah.
mango, like chopped mango thing on top. And
Yeah.
yeah, it tastes so yum. It's making my mouth water.
Another great hack or dessert that everyone is making now is this nice cream, which is frozen bananas basically. So you just take bananas that are overripe, you put them in your freezer, put them in a Ziploc bag, remove the skin, Ziploc bag, freeze it, and then after that you just blend it with a little bit of water, milk, and a little bit of, I'll put in a little bit of nutmeg.
Cinnamon.
And that's
Ah,
it. But people like to
lovely.
put like chocolate or some chocolate
Yeah,
sauce, cocoa powder,
yum. Chocolate is
and
also
make
very
it.
yummy.
Yeah.
I think the worst dessert I made is a frozen avocado and chocolate, pudding. It was horrendous. I
What
made it, and I tried to convince myself it was nice. Till my son tasted it and he was like, "Mama, yuck! What is that?"
my brother does that for me. He's my real critic. I know that if I give him something and if he doesn't like it, he'll just be like, "This is disgusting," and won't eat
Yeah,
it.
this is
And
disgusting.
that's when you know that this is.
But I've realized that those famous cakes that you get from these bakeries, the veggie cakes, the
Yeah.
suji wale cake, and I didn't know up until recently that they're made with semolina, and semolina is such a staple in all our homes that it's so
Yeah.
easy to kind of bake with also, and we've always had the savory version of it in the form of dhoklas.
Correct.
So it's
Correct.
very
Exactly.
easy to bake with, and
Yeah.
it's exactly the same thing when if you want to make it the sweeter version, you literally have to just substitute the
Yeah.
veggies and the tadka with sugar. So it's
This
so
is.
simple.
It's pretty similar to what we've done right now. So it's exactly
Yeah.
that, the suji thing and adding the fruit salt is pretty much the same as how you'd do the dhokla. Someone has a very interesting question for you, Shilpa.
Yes,
Saying, you love food so much, how are you so fit? Please
I
explain.
work out. योगा से ही होगा, ऐसे ही नहीं बोलती मैं. Yeah, I earn my food. I earn my food. So I really think that आज क्योंकि अभी तो हम लोग पिछले दो महीने से घर पे ही है, हमें तो और कॉन्शियस रहना पड़ता है, क्योंकि बैठे बैठे एक पता नहीं एक एंजाइटी सी होती है कि अगर कुछ कर नहीं रहे तो कुछ खाना चाहिए. हाँ, कुछ खा लेते हैं. इसमें कोई खराबी है नहीं. तो आई थिंक यू जस्ट नीड टू बी कॉन्शियस अबाउट व्हाट यू आर ईटिंग. लेबल रीड. अगर आप बाहर से कुछ मंगा रहे हैं तो पीछे लेबल पे देखिए कि क्या लिखा हुआ है. आई फील दैट्स अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट एक्सरसाइज in this time and age for all of us to kind of do. So tell us what else do you suggest? अभी ये कितना और टाइम पकेगा?
ये इसको तो 1 घंटा लगेगा, but I've cheated and made and
आपने एक बना लिया है, प्लीज हमें दिखाइए.
Of course.
Oh my god, yum! Wow, that looks yummy.
4 cakes like this right now in my house because I was trying to make it completely perfect for you.
But hello, listen.
ये
तो मतलब perfect ही हुआ ना?
My family is going to be eating suji banana cake for 5 days.
Wow, yeah, I'm so jealous.
So I put chocolate chips inside it also.
Yum! Fab. So
Yeah,
wonderful. Thank you so much, Pooji. You've given us such amazing hacks. Oh, yummy.
So chocolate.
Oh, that's with the chocolate.
Yeah.
Yum.
So I think hacks is very simple. I think use what you have. अगर आपके घर में बटर नहीं है तो आप घी यूज कर सकते हैं, आप तेल यूज कर सकते हैं, मैदा नहीं है तो आप आटा यूज कर सकते हैं, ओट फ्लावर यूज कर सकते हैं, सूजी, वी जस्ट यूज सूजी, so you can use that. The idea is to try and understand how baking works and try and find things in your kitchen that you can use. Even now, like, so what I'm doing is major jugaad. So I, you know, like I'm trying to see if I don't have cocoa powder, what can I do? If I don't have chocolate, I'm just going down and buying whatever I can find. So I made a caramel. I just took like some, you know, the sweets that you get from down. I crushed them up, added a little bit water, and just melted it down to caramel. So I think that
Yeah.
it's really about your creativity and your invention, and not to be afraid. You know, a lot of people
Yeah.
are very scared of baking because it's so precise, or measurements have to be exact and all those things.
Yes.
So I think you should just try, and if you fail, like you said, if you fail once, you learn, and the next time you make it will be better and easier. And
Yeah.
yeah, that's what I think. I think
And then
it's,
we have you.
yeah, please don't become expert chefs is what I am saying.
Listen, like I said, doing it for the lark and having a good time with it is one thing. But you know, when you're having a big party and you know you really want to make, you have to cater to so many children. It's hard to be in the kitchen the whole day. Thankfully, I don't have a party to throw this time for my son. I felt really terrible because he cried for
When is
three
it? It's
whole
coming up
days.
soon, no?
Yeah, in 5 days.
Okay.
Yeah, so thank God you told me. But I'm not. I mean, I have to somewhere we've got to give. You know, you can't. I don't want to deprive my child on his birthday. So on other days, I will do stuff with oat flour and almond flour. But on days where it's his day, he gets the choice to choose. And
Yeah.
ideally, he would have wanted a cake from Love 15, but it ain't happening this time.
I'll help you. I'll coach you through the cake without
Yeah,
the
thanks, please. Right now, I need tins because I don't have tins, 4 tins to put the different colors. So I flew them in 2 batches. But you got to do it, and when you have to do it, you always work out ways of doing it. So
Yeah.
I'm not too sure about. I'll be using brown sugar though in my
Yeah.
cakes. I don't use
You can
white
use
sugar.
you can use the coconut sugar also. The one
Yeah,
you
but
got
it
last
tends to
time.
turn a little hard. So I might do half coconut, half brown. And
Yeah.
we have to make peace with that. Abhi kya
It's
kare?
one day. It's okay. It's a
Yeah,
celebration.
it's okay. I don't mind. So all those people who think that, oh, Shilpa Shetty is too healthy and she deprives the child. No, no, मैं इतनी भी बुरी माँ नहीं हूँ. But I think
And you have the
discipline का
Sunday
होना.
binge.
Yeah,
You
I have
allow
not been doing any Sunday binge here because I'm binging. Every day seems like a Sunday and I feel like I'm binging every day. I have to do like some 15 Surya Namaskars extra every day because, you know, we're ending up eating moong dal ka halwa, and I made really yummy besan and coconut jaggery barfi the other day. I'll put it up on Instagram soon, but it was so simple to make and so what do you call it, so like fulfilling.
Yeah.
तो अगर आप लोगों को लगता है कि आप बिना शक्कर के अगर बनाएंगे तो उसमें टेस्ट नहीं होगा, ये बिल्कुल गलत सोच रहे हैं आप. एंड वी हैव renowned pastry chef Pooja with us today, who has obviously debunked that myth, and उन्होंने खुद doing live. Yeah, and yeah, so उन्होंने बताया है कि ऐसा बिल्कुल है नहीं. You can try out different things. लेकिन baking का जहां तक सवाल है, I agree with what Chef Pooja says, that you have to be slightly precise. थोड़ा सा इधर उधर कर सकते हैं, लेकिन अगर आप हाँ मतलब थोड़ा जुगाड़ कर सकते हैं सब्स्टिट्यूटिंग में, लेकिन क्वांटिटीज आपको उतना ही मेंटेन करना चाहिए for the texture, for the cake to, you know, look like the way it's supposed to look. And you know, I'm reading this really interesting book. It's called Clean Cakes.
Oh wow.
It's again. And this book is about how to cook without gluten, dairy, and refined sugar. So I'm learning some hacks. Pooja, I'll send you some. It's amazing. So they've made some really amazing lemon cakes and, you know, nut butter cakes. So it's really amazing. And I really want to thank you.
you know, I think everyone is trying different things because now, you know, dietary requirements have changed. Everyone is trying to do certain diets. People are not eating carbs. People are not eating this, not eating that. So I think it's up to you to decide what works for you and what is easy, you know, easy for you to do. I think the last 2 months for me have just been about what is available. Like, you know, what
Exactly.
can I get my hands on? And whatever I can get my hands on, okay, what is the best that I can do with what I can find. So yeah, lots of
Exactly.
ideas for the future, lots of things, lots of healthy things, lots of unhealthy things. But I'm excited to get back to the kitchen and start baking again.
I
Uh,
know. I'm excited for you to go back to the kitchen and start baking for us. Yes.
at home, I'm trying not to bake at all because I'm going to end up eating everything. So I'm
I
like,
know.
let's not do
It's
this.
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wish I lived close to you. I would have in some way worn gloves and a mask and maybe collected it and come back home.
So many people are saying that. So many people are like, why can't you, you know, just send us desserts from your house? And I'm like, guys, I'm just taking this as a pause and a reset. And
Yeah.
I'm reconsidering everything right now. So
Yeah.
not baking for anybody but myself.
Yes. I'm very upset with you. But we love you. Thank you so much
Thank you.
for helping us through this process. And is there anything else as a parting shot that you would like to share with us about being in the kitchen, and how is it? Is it? I mean, if you do, if you think it's a daunting idea of, you know, baking, and you like to bake,
Yeah.
what is it that you would advise people out there to start with first?
So I think the key to understand is you have to have patience. So baking is not like cooking; it's very different. तो आप अंदाजे से कुछ नहीं कर सकते हैं. One, you have to really follow the recipe and guidelines. So start with a simple recipe. Start with things that have only 3 ingredients, 4 ingredients, and like the barfi that you made. You know,
Yeah.
so you can make that, and then slowly build your confidence. Once you have your confidence, you've tried several recipes, then try something challenging. Add one layer, then try icing it, then try decorating. There's a lot of videos online. You just go online and baking videos are plenty, and you can actually sit and learn techniques. So start small and steadily keep growing. And I think that's my advice. And don't lose hope, patience. It takes a lot of time, a lot of failed efforts. Till today, yesterday I was trying a new recipe of something and I burnt the whole thing. So because I put the wrong oven setting. So till today you will make mistakes no matter
That
how
is
many
so
ever years.
heartening to know.
Yeah.
Pooja, that is so heartening to know, because I'm like, you know, we cook a lot. I love cooking. I'm in the kitchen for a lot of time because of my child as well. That's our favorite time together. And I sometimes fail, uh, very few times, but I do fail too. And
But
you
it's
know, to
normal.
accept that you have
Yeah.
failed.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, sometimes the
It's,
cake doesn't rise and it goes like inverted. I'm like, what did I do wrong? And
yeah.
it's horrible. But then you learn out of those experiences, and you become stronger and better, and then you move on and you try again. So it's wonderful to know that, you know, people like you who are obviously doing this as a day job. Wow.
We do.
And
Anytime
who are
you try
doing this day
anything
in, day
new,
out.
yeah, you try anything new, it comes with its own, learning curve. And I think it's just about keeping at it. So my advice is don't lose hope, be patient.
Yeah. And on that note, I just want everyone to know that we are all being patient, and we are all being Atmanirbhar at home and baking our own cakes.
It's done.
this was,
I'll be
this was
sharing the
to,
recipe soon.
yes. We should call it the Atmanirbhar cake.
Done.
Yeah. No, but thank you so much, Pooji. We love you. And we love this hack, and I'm so grateful that you were able to do this at such short notice, and you used all the ingredients that, you know, that you can easily find in your own kitchen, to all those people who are watching us. And please try it out, and stay happy, stay healthy, and stay fit. Take care. Love you
Bye.
guys.
Thank you.
Stay at home, and stay at home. Stay safe. Bye.